Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry that I didn't post anything this Friday. It was a lot going on. Work was crazy. I'm honestly thinking about quitting my job because it is absolutely a soul-crushing experience every time I go to work. Enough about that. Borderlink just released this whole information packet about coming to Japan. This is really good. It's good news in the fact that Borderlink is still taking steps when it seems like there's not a lot of steps to be taken. I have it on this iPad. You should be seeing it somewhere on the screen. Basically, the information packet 1. Things that are attached as well are also the Borderlink Certificate of Health PDF, the Essential Japanese School Life PDF, and also the Arrival Procedures Timeline, which is a whole nother thing. We are going to go over the information packet right now, and it kind of starts off with, hold on, let me turn my fan off real quick. Oh, all that clicking in the background. The first part is the Certificate of Health. So the Certificate of Health is actually a regulation implemented by the Japanese government. It says this: all teachers working in Japanese public schools must submit a Certificate of Health to certify that they are fit for work in the school system. This check must be performed by a physician who is not a family member or related to you. Basically, what you need to do is they're going to send you a PDF. You're going to print it out. When you go get your checkup from your doctor, you hand them the certificate. They fill it out for you. They sign it in their doctor handwriting. Sometimes the doctor's checkup won't include everything that's on the Certificate of Health. So make sure when you go to your doctor, you ask them to check all of these things off and fill it out for you. Some notes to this. There are literally some notes on this. It says, health checks cannot be dated more than 3 months prior to your contract signing date. We recommend waiting until at least January before this is done. Due to the current situation in many countries, and for our experiences, something that is especially true in the United Kingdom, appointments for health checks may take longer than usual to arrange. You may want to connect with your physician or clinic to confirm potential wait times and schedule a reservation. You should probably start planning for, if you're going to Borderlink and you're going to Japan through Borderlink, start planning now. Plan for a doctor's visit in January. It couldn't hurt to get that squared away. The next thing you're gonna have to do is get your international driving permit. Hey, we have a whole video that covers this. Oh my gosh, go check it out. It's on my channel. It literally explains how to get an international driving permit if you're in the United States. Obviously, if you're in the United Kingdom or in the Philippines or somewhere else, it's gonna be a little bit different. So you're gonna need an international driving permit if you're leasing a car, because that's basically it supplements your license. It allows you to drive. The next thing on the list is the MEXT certificate. The MEXT certificate is basically the Japanese Ministry of Education certificate. I'm going to read it to you because it seems like it's a very important thing. It says, as you know, we are currently in the process for applying for your certificate of eligibility. Once this document has been issued, it will take some time to arrive at your address. This is an essential document for receiving a special sticker placed on your passport by a Japanese embassy in your current country, and each embassy has their own requirements and processing times. With changes to the visa application and arrival procedures put in place to help stop the spread of COVID-19, there are some additional documents needed at this time for your certificate of eligibility. One of these new documents is the MEXT examination certificate, as we've been reading, and it will be required when applying for your visa at the embassy. Our office will apply for your certificate on your behalf with the Ministry of Education, and this process will need to be completed prior to any communication with your local consulate or embassy. So we're literally just waiting for Borderlink to do their thing, and then we can do our thing. After you receive your certificate of eligibility and examination certificate, you will need to go to the embassy or consulate and apply for your finalized visa. Bring the following documents with you on this date: your COE, a valid passport, your ID photo, your MEXT examination certificate, and your completed visa application form to enter Japan. Yeah! Okay, and a lot of questions have been brought up in terms of flight arrangements. When can I start buying a flight? I mean, in all honesty, it's looking pretty dismal, but this is what they have to say about it. Get it after your visa. I'm reading through this right now, and basically it says you need to get all of this other stuff done first. And then you can start thinking about purchasing a flight ticket. It's like, we understand that you want to, you know, maybe get it early so that way it's not as expensive. Well, let me tell you, you won't even get into the country if you don't have your visa. Maybe focus on that first, and then we can talk about flights later. Apparently, there's some arrival procedure stuff. Let's go over some important information. Basically, what's being said about the arrival procedures is that you need to have all of your documents in order. Documents being the negative PCR test 3 days prior to your arrival in Japan, private travel insurance coverage for 2 to 3 weeks after your arrival to bear any possible medical costs. There will also be a 14-day quarantine. Please bear in mind that arrival and departure policies are often subject to change on case-by-case basis for each country depending on the case numbers for both Japan and other nations. If you want to know how the process works of getting in Japan, I did an interview with a guy from Jet. Look at that video. That's a great video. He talks about his experience with quarantining and what it's like to transition into a teaching position in Japan. More information there. Okay, so once you arrive in Japan, you're going to need a phone because the government's going to be like, hey, we got to keep tabs on you. Borderlink is recommending Sakura Mobile, which is a great service. When you're in your hotel, they're actually kind of requiring you a few things that you should bring when you come to Japan in terms of like technology. And one of them is a laptop with a working camera, an Ethernet cable, a laptop AC adapter, and travel plug adapter. And then this is optional but highly recommended, audio earbuds or headphones. Most of the people that are watching this video probably have those things. So if you don't, I recommend, you know, Christmas is coming, Goose is getting fat. Maybe ask for those or treat yourself, you know what I mean? But something to invest in, I recommend getting a decent laptop, a good set of headphones, a nice microphone even, you know, why not? Why not? With all that being said, you know, this is just some things that are within the information packet. This is not meant to be like a super in-depth video. I think that it's pretty amazing that Borderlink still chooses to move forward, and it's very encouraging. If we're going to have any good news in this month, it's this. It's that Borderlink still sees potential in January and February, and even in late February, early March, that we are going to go there, that we're going to be a part of it all. And I think that is amazing. I am looking forward to it. I'm holding on to hope. I'm still wanting to do this very much. Let's get this, guys. Let's do it. Let's go out there and give it our best. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much, guys, for the 100 subscribers. That's an incredible feat right there. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. If you like this content, if you like keeping up with it, if you like these Borderlink updates, please subscribe, hit the bell, get notified. I mean, I try to do this as much as I can. Every major update, you'll see me doing some stuff. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you for spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. You guys are great. I will see you in the next video. Until then.